All right, this is going to be our November lettering. This is what it looks like. So let's get started. We have our paper. Note, it is, I'm looking at it so it's the long ways. I know that's not in focus at the moment, but this will just help you get so you know. This is your rulers lining up. It should read 11 at one end. So when we pull down here, we are looking at having the mark that we make. The 0 is lined up with the edge of the paper. The 2, we go 2, 1, 2, 3 of the big tick marks, so it's 2 3/4 inch. If you can't count that, it's 12 of those small tick marks. Move your ruler down the paper, because we need to have 2 marks to make an even line. And again, we go 2, 1, 2, 3 of the big ones to 2 3/4, so that when we can make our line here, it is the line that we need for our lettering. So we are going to have this, and we are going to, all right, we're going to start over here with an N and an R over here for November. I kind of guess where the middle of the paper is. This allows me to see where things are. And I'm going to put an E over here and an M over here, an O and a V here, a B and an E here. This allows me to see where my spacing is going to be. Now we're going to just look at the individual letters themselves. So when we're laying this out, the letters help define things. Don't put your lettering right down here against the line. We want to have a little bit of space. So we have a line, an N, make a line that goes up like that, and connect them. The O, I've been told it kind of looks like a lemon. So that's kind of what it does. That is our O. The V, it's a skinny V. The E looks almost exactly like the O, but we're just leaving a little bit of a gap so we can create the crossbeam. The M, we're looking at just making sure that our lettering is fairly close. We don't want to have too much space. I recognize that it's an M and they get to be big, but we want to just try and get it there. I do note that I have a big gap here. We can work that into things. So it works. Here's the B, and we're going to go here and here and then curve. E, we just did that. It should be pretty simple, same as the O, kind of that teardrop shape, eye shape, lemon shape. And the R is going to be just a standard R and then a back down. So that is November. That is how we have that. I'm going to zoom in here even more so that we can actually get a very close look at how the lettering is going to work. We're going to start here with a line there. The next one we're going to do, it's going to come down right here. Then we're going to go back and work over on this side. So this line is going to come in, and I have it touching my line, my skeleton. This one comes up. And now we're going to make a curvy line. So we're going to start here with this here point. Then it curves back the other way. And then it curves again back down there, and we're going to stop at the point of my line. That gives me this wavy line. Then we're going to go here. Then the next curve up here. And I can actually erase both this line and this because I no longer need them. I know where I'm at. This is going to go here. It's going to pop back up right there. And then this is going to come down to the line. This is going to go back up here. And then we're going to have another one. And then we're going to erase our guideline. Right up here, we're going to kind of work also from the top just for a moment. And we're going to come back down. Then we're going to have a line that goes out. And this one goes out. And this curves. From here, over here, we're going to do another curvy line. It's going to curve in. And then slightly out. We're going to have a little mark that goes up and down. And then we're going to have a mark that goes up here. And we're going to make a curve here. And it's going to come back and curve this way. So it creates that nice S curve. That is our N. Our O. We're going to start off with a curve here. And bring it so it comes out there. So there is our side S. We're then going to have this one come in like so. And then it's going to come down and that curve. We kind of want some curves, smooth curves. If we can't get them, that's okay. Just try your best. Then we're going to have a little curve here. And then this one's going to go here, curving inwards, a little point out. I'm going to go back up to this area so that we can get it. We have a curve here. We have one here. And this again becomes an S curve. So it goes in and out. Now I'm going to erase my skeleton here because I don't need it anymore. I know where I'm at. Skeleton lettering for things are just a guideline. They're nothing permanent. It's not there to be always there. It's just there to help guide us. So here's a line that's going to go this way. And then we're going to go down. Give it a little spike. We're going to go in and in. I'm going to have this spike over here. And then we're going to connect. For our V, we're going to start with a wavy line, so it's a backwards S. And then it's going to come in here. Then we're going to go here, bring it in, and then we're going to curve out. And then we're going to curve out one more time, but it's going to be a much more gradual curve, so it goes all the way down. We're going to go up here. We're going to create a S. And then we're going to create a curve. Curves in. And this one here, a curve there. We're going to go back up here so that we have a guide to where we're going. So that's going to go here. This is going to come back in here. And right here at this point, we are going to have it go in and out. We are going to follow along this here same line. It's going to come in and out. I'm going to get a spike. It's going to come down here. Have another spike right here. And then we're going to create an S curve. There's our V. Go ahead and erase the guidelines. I'm going to move my E over because as you can see, it was a little close there. That's okay. I can just move it over. Doesn't take much effort. So for my E, first step is we're going to have a point here and a point here. This is going to come in right here and then right here. Then we're going to follow that same curve, that E. See how these mimic each other? Then we're going to have this actually curve a little bit more, come in like that. We're going to have this here come here. And then we're going to go up here. And it's going to be, I'm going to extend this a little bit more. We're going to go in here and go and make an S curve. Then we're going to go here. And we're going to go here. See, these kind of mimic each other, parallel. Go ahead and erase your skeleton because it's not needed. Create a point that comes out. Little jagged edge. Follow that same curve. Then we're going to go up and up. And then here we're going to create a backwards S curve. There is our E. So next up is our M. So let's move this over a little bit. For the M, we're going to start right here. We're going to have a line that goes right here. And it's going to come back. Note, I am able to maneuver my letters around a little bit, so that space works for me. I'm going to have a little line out here. And then we're going to go and do a backwards S. So there's that curve. Then we're going to come here and do a curve there. And then a curve there. I'm going to erase my skeleton because I don't need it. I'm going to keep that leg over there so I know where I'm spacing, but I don't really need it. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to have a line that goes down, then back up, then down. Then we're going to have an S curve. Give it a little spike. And then this here is going to curve out. This is going to curve here. Then we're going to have this line come up, come down, curve over, create kind of like a hook looking thing there. This comes in. We're going to give this a little spike. Come back in. And then we're going to connect this here part with an S curve. That is our M. The B. We're going to start off with our B by having a line that goes right here. And then we're going to have a line that comes right here. Have it come out. And then it goes another curve. And another curve. Until it comes back up that way. Again, I'm going to just erase my guidelines there because I don't need it. I know where I'm at. This here is going to curve here. And then it's going to have a point like this. I'm going to go back up here. And it's going to be a long line like that. I'm going to have another curve here. And then I'm going to bring it here. For this up here, on the inside, we're going to have this match curve. And we're going to have a curve right there. It goes the opposite way. Bring this in. Bring it in there. Bring it in again. And then we will go like that. Finally, our other E is just like the one we did before. So we're going to come up here. Just like so. And we're going to bring this, I'm going to actually erase this here because I don't need it. Bring this in here. Bring it there. Bring it down. Make it curve back. Make it curve over. Then we're going to go back over here, just like I did before. I'm going to extend it a little bit. I'm going to do an S curve. And I'm going to come up and up. Bring it back. Bring it down to mimic. I'm going to go up and up. And I'm going to create my backwards S. There's my other E. Almost done. So here we are with our R. I'm going to erase it because, again, my spacing, I don't need it. But it's going to be right here. We're going to start with this mark right here. Then we're going to go in. And then it's going to go out. And then we are going to create an S curve right there. This here is going to create in. It's going to have a little mark that goes in like that. And then a backwards S curve. We're going to bring this here as a scoop there. A scoop there. A scoop there. Give us a little bit of claw. And I'm here. And there. That gives you all of your November right there. Now we're going to erase right here our guide letters for our spacing because we don't need them anymore. And there are 10 days that are a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday in the month of November that we attend school. So we are going to start off by rotating our paper and having it here. Note, you want to make sure your ruler says inch because it doesn't do us any good to be on the centimeter side right now. We're going to go here to the 2 and go over 2 spots to get 2.5 or 8 tiny ones if you need to. And then we're going to do a mark at the 5. So right there, we're going to draw our ruler down to the other side. We're going to repeat that same process. So here's the 2. 1, 2 of the long marks gives me 2.5. And we're going to make a mark at the 5. This way, when I line my ruler up and draw it down, I know exactly where I'm at. Now, I have those spaces. I'm going to back up a little bit so we can see a little bit more because I want you to see what actually is happening here. We have here another space, and it is going to be a little bit different measurement because we're going to create in these first top 2 areas the spacing that we need for the first 6 boxes. So we're going to go over here. Here's the 2. We're going to count over 3, just like we did before, 2 to 2 3/4 inch. And then we're going to count over here to 5. Does that still give me the same amount? So if I go here, there's 1, there's 2. We're going to go to the 5.5. Making sure I know what I'm doing. That gives me an even space there. I'm going to bring it down here. Again, making sure my zero's lined up with the edge. 2 3/4. 5.5. See, I was glad I did some math there. I'm going to line up. Create that one. And that one. And then we're going to look down here at the bottom because we need another 4 spaces. So we're lined up with 0 at the end. We're going to make a mark at the 2, 4, and the 6. I get it that it's going to be longer over here. That's okay. Then we're going to go down here to the bottom, and again, the 2, the 4, and the 6. Draw our beautiful lines so that we get this. And these will be the spaces that we do for November. Now it is time to do the dates on the November so that we have the correct dates for everything. We are going to, looks like we start on the 3rd. So it's going to be a 3, a 4, and a 5. We're going to have the 6. And then remember, Fridays go on the back. There is no school the 10th and 11th, so it looks like we go the 12th. And then the 13th. Then we go down here. On the last one, it's going to be the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So those are our things. Now, we only have 3 Fridays in the month of November. So you can turn over your back of your paper. And I don't care how you do it. It's up to you. I'm going to go a little bit, not quite all the way in the center, and then just divide my stuff so that I think it looks good. So I have 3 spaces to draw in or write my definitions. And the days are going to be the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. Those are the dates that we need for November. You are now done with your month of November.